Hey guys, it's Ray here from Skoa Media, here to talk to you about Skoa Trucks. Specifically today we're going to be talking about the Vapors. And this is kind of their all-around truck. The M specs are strictly downhill, and the Stream 7s are a little bit more downhill oriented than the Vapors. The Vapors kind of do everything. So they come in at 178 millimeters for the hanger length. They feature a 3 millimeter rake. So that means the axles are actually 3 millimeters offset from the pivot line, or where the pivot sits. And they have a very, very open bushing seat on both sides. So the rake allows you to flip your truck. So if you decide you want a more responsive truck, you'll run positive rake, and a less responsive truck, you'll run negative rake. This does not change the angle, but it does change the response you get out of your truck. So a lot of people will run negative rake in their back truck and positive in their front just to help with stability. So the trucks are aluminum. A lot of people have been asking if they're titanium. They are not. They're made out of aluminum, but the axles feature a corrosion resistant coating, which gives them that black look, and this will just prevent you rusting out your axles like some other trucks. It happens to some other trucks. So the base plates come in at 47 degrees. They feature a massive urethane pivot cup, and this just helps with dampening and vibration resistance, and it also helps with a little bit more response. They run tall barrels, and a lot of companies are doing this nowadays, and this is because tall barrels offer a little bit more lean and they're a little bit more responsive, but they do run slightly softer than their short barrel counterpart. So here I'm running the 98 Venom tall barrel and an 87 Venom short barrel, and the reason I'm doing that is because I'm a lighter guy. So a 98 tall barrel will feel like an 87 short barrel, so it's equivalent of me running an 87 short barrel. And then the reason I chose a short barrel instead of a tall barrel roadside is because I found Skoas are very, very turny, and I just kind of wanted to reduce it just a tiny bit. So I decided to use a short barrel, get a little bit less lean. I do like turn, so it worked out for me. And then I was running an SMD hardware tall nut just because I wanted to save my kingpin, because the short barrel kind of exposes the kingpin a little bit. So for free ride, I found these to be really, really flowy. They don't just dive instantly into a turn. They kind of progressively turn. They take their time depending on how you have it set up. When I was riding it with Riptide bushings, I found it dived really quickly, but then when I was riding it with Venoms, I found it was a little bit slower, and I preferred that a little bit more. But I do run very, very, very loose trucks. I found it to be perfect for me. I wasn't really like diving into an instant slide. I'd kind of worked my way progressively into slides, and these are the trucks I actually rode on my 100-foot slide because it was easy to kind of lean into the slide rather than just instantly kicking it out. For downhill, now at first I was having trouble dialing them. And that's because I was using Riptides. I realized I really don't like Riptides at all. That's just a personal opinion. So as soon as I got Venoms in there, I realized I really love these trucks for downhill. They are so stable. The truck actually runs a little bit higher than a regular 47-degree truck. And that's just because it allows you to have a little bit more clearance and a little bit more leverage. In the video, you'll see me comparing a 50-degree Paris to a 47-degree Skoa Vapor, and you'll notice the 47 runs about the same size as a 50. Even so, that just means that the Skoas run a little bit higher than most 47-degree trucks. Now, I've been riding mine for about 8 months, give or take, and I've absolutely fallen in love with them. I only exclusively ride these and my M specs just because I get a consistent feeling. I know what I'm getting out of them. So if Skoa decides to come out with a 26-degree base plate, they are Vapor compatible, so that means you can run a 47-26 split, and that'll mean crazy stability, and you'll also have the ability to have a little bit snappier pre-drifts. They'll definitely be downhill oriented. So if you guys have any questions at all, let us know in the comments, email us, inbox us. We'll answer the questions. That's what we're here for. So yeah, make sure you like the page and like the video, and thanks guys.